Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices, and we'll be looking at the SP and the NASDAQ with Elliott Wave and trading levels. And with the SP, as you know, we've got two counts. We've got a bullish count and a bearish count. This is the bearish count, and that would see this is wave 3 here, an A wave here, a B wave up here, and then a C wave down through here. So we're in our sort of last stages here. There's a couple of things here with this, is that we can see that this market hasn't taken this high out here, but on the cash market it has taken this high out here, which is 2872.87, and it's taken it out here at 2873 and something or other. So yeah, not that that's a big deal. Wave B can do that. The other point here too is that on the futures market, this move up through here can count as 5 waves, this last little move here. On the cash market, it's still got a possibility of one more little high coming into 2880 here. So a little bit sort of unsure about that. So we're going to need tactics, because we've also got this as the bullish count as well. If I can just go straight to the bullish count. With the bullish count, we're coming up from wave 4 low here with wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, as we were talking about last time through here. So if I just cut through to, well, just go to the 2-hour chart here, because that's on the bullish count. So this is really what we're looking for here. So an A wave here, a B wave over to here, and then a C wave down through to here, the 50-60% mark through here. It may not come all the way down through here. Technically it should just take out this low area through here, and then move up from that point there. So we can look at this in two ways. We can go long above that particular high here in the first instance, and if the market, let's just say the market breaks these lows here and drops down here below the 2850, so it drops down, doesn't have to come all the way, as long as it just drops down through it, and then if it comes back up and finds support on the 2850 and creates the first high above the level and so on for the setup here, then we can go along from that point there. So just to go over that, so if the market comes up through here, it's going to react here, then it's going to push up through here, and then it's going to come back. So you want that first high above the level, and then you put your trigger in one point above that, and if that's triggered, then you're on your way from that point there. So just bear that little tactic in mind in terms of allowing that to move out through there. So this is the 50-60% retracement level from this low to this high here. It's quite obvious that this is a nice A wave down here, complicated B wave through here. I don't like spikes here, so B wave could go through to here as well. But let's just go to the hourly chart here, where we can pick up both counts, long and short. I think, no, we can't, have to do that on the tick chart. So on the short trade setup, we can count 5 waves up here. On the cash market, this looks like wave 4 here and a wave 5 to move to the upside here. So another little high to come in play here. But this certainly looks impulsive here, so I need to stay with this as wave 1 here, or wave A. And then looking at this as wave 2 here. So if this top gets taken out here, then you can be long from this point here, and it will probably push up to 29 at that point. So we have to trade what we see, so we have to take that. But also on the short side as well, this is where the trap can play out here. We can look at this moving down here for wave 3 here, then wave 4 and wave 5. But this is the 50-60% retracement level here, so we'll need to probably bring this wave 3 here into this space here and see this here as such. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky here, but really if we're going to get confirmation this market is going to go down, then we want to see 5 waves down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, and then an ABC for wave 2 here, because if we've got 5 waves here, then after a correction here, we'll have another 5 waves down. So that's what we're really looking for to confirm this, because otherwise we're fighting a bullish trend going to the upside, and we don't particularly want to fight the trend without without the right ammo, without the right evidence. So, we do need to see this 5 waves down here, and we just don't have it yet, So, on the tick chart here, we can view this here. So we've got to look at this in the first instance as well, in both cases, as a wave 1 top. And if that's the case, then an A wave here, because it does appear to be 5 waves here, an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here for the B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C wave at 28.30. And yeah, so if you see it break down here, allow it to come below the 28.50, and then if it finds support back on the 28.50, because if it's under here, then you can see from here and here, and here it's going to be the resistance here. So in a bearish market, it's going to come back up and test it, but it will fail and move down. But if we get that support on top of the 50 here, then we can use the first high above this level to go long on here, because it will be breaking through all this supply here. Yeah, and if I've made a mistake, then we need to take that long trade out here. So you could go short under this low here. Okay, so that's also the the reason that can go up here is because this could also be counted as wave 1. I need to break that down further, but basically wave 1 and 2 in here are 3 here, 4 here, 5 here, and an A and a B and a C back into the, this box is the 50-60% retracement level from down here. So this, this could be wave 1 up here and wave 2 here, and moving up in that direction. But it does appear we've got 5 waves here, so I'll just stay with this. But we can go short here and keep the stop just above this one here if that breaks low from here on that side there. So on the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is more bullish in this sense, but we also, if the S&P is going to roll over, then we need to look at this as well. But I've got this as a more of a bullish count with wave 4 already in place here, and the S&P can be like this as well here. So in this case here, I've got my preferred count is the triangle pattern with the A, B, C, D, E here is wave 4, 5 waves up here for wave 1, back for wave 2, and then wave 1 and wave 2. This would also be wave 1 and 2 here, and this is the 50-60% retracement level here, this little rectangle, which is on the 7300 here. So we don't want to see that breach, but while that stays in there, we need to treat this market as bullish. Okay, so yeah, that 73 there needs to stay in play there. So let's just have a look at this. I'm not sure what we're working on. Maybe I can just go to the hourly chart here, and okay, this will be fine. So yeah, if we're looking at wave 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2 blue here, and 2, and then wave 1 here, I've looked at this here, so we just need a little bit of strategy here for this. So the move down here appears to be corrective, so I've taken a conservative view of it and looked at this as the A wave here, the B wave here. You could also have the B wave tucked onto this top here, but and then have this as wave 1 down, but I want to call this one down, back ABC back for 2, 3, 4 and 5 for the C wave of A, and then an A wave, an A and a B and a C here for the B wave, and up for the C wave here for the B wave. So I'm still looking for 5 waves down here as well to complete this wave 2 here. Okay, so in this instance, there's a couple of tricky things that we need to navigate here. First of all, if this top gets taken out here, or in fact this top here gets taken out, you can go long from that point. Okay, so that's the first thing. So that looks after us on the long side, just in case there's a mistake. But on the short side here, there's a couple of things that we need to look at. First of all, this box here, which is the 74 here, is the 50-60% retracement level from this low here. We do have a nice 5 wave, structure up here, and so from this 5 waves here moving up, this is the 50-60% retracement level here. So we could get about down to here and then back up through here. Okay, so we need to be mindful. We don't want to short that just yet here. This box here is the 50-60% retracement level, which comes into group 2 here. So 65, 72 and 80 here. Subgroup 2 here, that comes from this low to this high here. So that's going to play out here. So I thought I'd put that in here, because if we take this low here and this low here and come through here, then if this green dotted line becomes the resistance here, then we want to be on the short side from here. But I just want to point out that this 50-60% box here will, and the group 2 within here, will play out quite strongly in this space here. So you need to be mindful of that. So it's going to vibrate in here for quite some time at this point here. You know, I'd like to count this as bullish to the upside, and I could count this as wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C, but it's very rare that you get an expanded flat in wave 2 here. So normally they occur in B waves or wave 4s. So I kind of got to go with this here as an A and a B and a C here. But taking these highs out here would be would look after us on the upside there. And also too, if I could just copy this segment here, if we get support on 7500 here, then we need to also, you need to be going long at that. You need to be adding more. You need to be adding on that side there as well. Okay, so copy that, put that there. So if we definitely need to, if this becomes the support, we definitely need to be building long trades on this here, because if this count is correct, where I've got 1s and 2s, 1s and 2s, 1s and 2s here, then the market's going to move quite swiftly from this point onwards. Once it gets support here, it will move fast. So we need to be on that, need to be onto that. All right, I'll just leave it at that, just short and sweet. Thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Cheers.